As we journey into our golden years, life gives us an important gift, the wisdom to choose what truly matters. Dr. Sarah Miller, a leading aging expert, reminds us that our social connections should energize, not drain us. Yet many seniors find themselves at gatherings that leave them exhausted, stressed, or emotionally drained. Today, we'll explore how to be selective about social events, a key skill for making your golden years more enjoyable. Through real stories and practical advice, you'll learn which gatherings are worth your time and which ones you're better off avoiding. Share your city in the comments below. Let's build a community of wisdom. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more practical insights for your senior years. 1. Draining family events. When to say no. After 60. Let's talk about something many seniors face, those gatherings that drain your energy instead of lifting your spirits. As Dr. James Cohen, who spent 30 years working with older adults, puts it simply, what stresses younger folks for a day might take seniors a week to recover from. What are these draining gatherings? Think about those family reunions where everyone argues about old issues, or those neighborhood groups where people just gossip and complain. These meetings don't just make you feel bad, they can affect your health too. Your body often tells you when a gathering isn't good for you. You might get headaches before the event, feel tired for days after, or have trouble sleeping just thinking about it. Take Margaret's story. At 72, she kept going to every family event until she noticed something wasn't right. I couldn't sleep the night before, felt anxious during the gathering, and needed days to feel normal again, she shares. This is a common experience for many seniors, but there's good news. You can change this. Margaret found a better way. Instead of those big, drama-filled reunions, she started having smaller family get-togethers. We now meet in smaller groups, usually just for coffee or lunch. Everyone's calmer, and I actually enjoy seeing my family again. She also started a book club with friends who prefer peaceful conversations over gossip. Want to protect your peace? Start by noticing which gatherings leave you feeling drained. It's perfectly okay to say no to events that stress you out. You might suggest meeting in smaller groups or for shorter times. Choose quiet, peaceful places to meet. Some seniors find morning coffee dates work better than evening events. Remember what matters most: your peace of mind. You don't have to go to every gathering. As Margaret learned, when I started choosing peace over just being present, my whole life got better. Dr. Cohen adds, at this stage of life, it's not about being everywhere. It's about being where you feel valued and at peace. Here's your life lesson. Peace becomes more precious than presence. Your well-being matters more than trying to please everyone. When you choose gatherings that bring you joy instead of stress, you'll find your golden years become truly golden. 2. Listen to your body. Which events are too demanding? Let's get real about something many seniors face but few talk about, those gatherings that push our bodies too far. Dr. Lisa Chen, a physical therapist specializing in senior care, sees it often. Many of my patients ignore their body signals because they don't want to miss out on social events. Think about those outdoor summer parties where you're standing for hours, or those evening events that keep you out way past your usual bedtime. Your body might be trying to tell you something. Bob Richards, 75, learned this the hard way at his grandson's graduation. It was a 3-hour outdoor ceremony in July. No proper seating, no shade. I ended up in bed for 2 days afterward recovering. The tricky part is knowing which gatherings might be too demanding before you go. Watch for events that require long periods of standing, expose you to harsh weather, or run late into the night. Your body's wisdom shows up in different ways. Maybe you feel anxious about the physical demands, or you remember how long it took to recover last time. But here's the good thing. You can still enjoy social events by making smarter choices. Bob now asks about seating arrangements before saying yes to an event. If there's no proper seating, I either bring my portable chair or suggest a different venue. No one minds, and I can actually enjoy the gathering. Many seniors have found creative solutions: morning coffee meets instead of late dinners, indoor venues during extreme weather, seated activities rather than standing receptions. As Dr. Chen suggests, it's not about missing out, it's about finding ways to participate that work for your body. Some seniors worry about seeming difficult when they ask for accommodations. But Janet Miller, 68, found the opposite. When I started speaking up about my needs, others thanked me. They were feeling the same way, but hadn't wanted to say anything. Remember this: listening to your body isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Choose gatherings that respect your physical needs. Suggest alternatives when needed. Your true friends and family will understand, and you'll enjoy social events more when you're comfortable. Here's your life lesson: your body's wisdom matters more than social expectations. When you honor your physical limits, you can find new ways to stay connected without compromising your well-being. 3. Stop going just to please others. Choose what makes you happy. Have you ever dressed up for an event only to sit there wondering why you came? Many seniors know this feeling all too well, attending gatherings out of obligation rather than genuine desire. Dr. Rachel Harris, a social gerontologist, sees this pattern frequently. Many older adults spend precious time at events they don't enjoy simply because they feel they should. Take Helen's experience at her neighbor's weekly card games. I went for months because I didn't want to seem unfriendly, she admits. I'd watch the clock, feeling invisible among younger neighbors who barely included me in conversations. One day I realized, why am I making myself unhappy just to please others? Your time becomes more valuable with each passing year. Those feelings of dread before an event, checking your watch throughout, or that sense of relief when you can finally leave. These are clear signs that you're there out of obligation, not joy. Helen found her solution by being honest with herself about what truly made her happy. She started a morning coffee group with other seniors who shared her interest in gardening. Now I look forward to our meetings. We talk about things that matter to us, share plants, and everyone participates. The difference in how I feel is amazing. Dr. Harris suggests asking yourself 3 simple questions before accepting any invitation. Will I feel energized or drained afterward? Do these people value my presence? Does this gathering align with what brings me joy? If you answer no to these questions, it's okay to decline. Some seniors worry about becoming isolated if they say no to obligations. But as Helen discovered, when I stopped going to events out of duty, I had more energy to invest in meaningful friendships. My social life actually got better, not worse. Remember this truth: you've earned the right to choose joy. Your golden years should be filled with gatherings that make you feel valued, included, and genuinely happy. As Helen says, life's too short for obligation parties. 4. Phones, social media, and politics. Handling today's social events. Today's social world looks very different from what many of us grew up with. David Thompson, 70, puts it perfectly. Sometimes I feel like I'm at a gathering where everyone's living in their phones instead of talking to the people right in front of them. This is a common feeling among seniors trying to navigate modern social events. Let's be honest about these new challenges. There are those parties where everyone's taking selfies instead of having real conversations. Or those family gatherings where younger relatives spend more time posting on social media than connecting with their elders. Even community meetings have changed, with political tensions often turning friendly discussions into heated debates. Dr. Mark Wilson, a digital aging expert, explains, many seniors feel pressure to keep up with modern social trends, but it's important to remember that meaningful connection doesn't require the latest technology or social media expertise. Watch for signs that a gathering isn't working for you. Do you feel out of place when everyone's on their phones? Uncomfortable when casual meetups turn into impromptu photo sessions? Stressed when simple conversations become political arguments? These are signs to reconsider your participation. David found his solution by creating a balance. He now hosts a monthly breakfast club where phones are kept away during conversations. We made a simple rule: phones stay in pockets. It's amazing how much better the conversations are. He still attends family gatherings, but sets boundaries about photos and social media. The key is finding gatherings that value real connection. Many seniors have started their own groups focusing on face-to-face interaction. Some join tech learning groups where they can understand modern tools at their own pace. Others create phone-free zones during family events. Remember this: you don't need to keep up with every modern trend to have meaningful connections. Choose gatherings where real conversations matter more than social media posts. As David says, the best connections still happen the old-fashioned way, through genuine, undistracted conversation. 5. Your comfort matters. Making events work for you. Let's talk about something every senior knows but few discuss openly: the importance of physical comfort at social gatherings. Jane Roberts, 68, remembers a friend's dinner party that taught her a valuable lesson. The chairs were so low and soft, I couldn't get up without help. That's when I realized comfort isn't just about being picky, it's about dignity. Think about the basics that can make or break a social experience. Is there accessible parking nearby? Are there proper chairs with good back support? Is the room temperature comfortable? These aren't luxury requests, they're necessities for enjoying social time without physical strain. Dr. Sarah Thompson, an occupational therapist, shares what she's learned from her senior clients. Many older adults endure uncomfortable situations because they don't want to seem demanding. But being uncomfortable affects how much you can participate and enjoy yourself. Jane started making simple changes. She now checks about seating before accepting invitations. She suggests venues she knows are accessible. When hosting, she ensures her home is senior-friendly. It's amazing how many friends thanked me for bringing up these concerns. They'd been worrying about the same things. Here's a practical tip from Jane. If I'm not sure about a venue, I simply ask. Most hosts appreciate knowing how to make their guests comfortable. She's found that being open about comfort needs often leads to better gatherings for everyone. Remember this truth: your comfort isn't an inconvenience, it's essential for meaningful social connection. Choose gatherings where you can focus on enjoying company instead of managing discomfort. As Dr. Thompson says, when seniors are physically comfortable, they're more likely to engage, share stories, and truly enjoy their social time. 6. Finding your people. Groups that share your values. As we age, something wonderful happens. We get clearer about what truly matters to us. Tom Anderson, 75, shares this insight. After retiring, I realized I was spending time in social circles that didn't match who I'd become. I wanted more than just small talk about the weather. Most seniors reach a point where they question their social routines, those weekly meetups that have become stale, the social groups where conversations never go deeper than surface level, the gatherings that leave you feeling stuck rather than inspired. Dr. Emily Roberts, an adult development specialist, explains, this desire for more meaningful connection isn't just normal. It's a sign of emotional growth. Tom found his answer in unexpected places. He joined a memoir writing group at his local library. Suddenly, I was spending time with people who shared stories about life's big moments. We talk about things that matter, our hopes, our regrets, what we've learned. Age doesn't matter in our group, wisdom does. The change doesn't have to be dramatic. Some seniors start book clubs focusing on meaningful topics. Others join community service groups where they can share their life experience. Many find joy in mentoring younger generations. The key is choosing gatherings that align with your values and allow you to keep growing. Here's what Tom discovered. When you find the right social circle, age becomes irrelevant. What matters is the chance to keep learning, sharing, and growing together. He's right. Your golden years can be a time of rich social connections that reflect who you've become and who you're still becoming. Remember this: it's never too late to align your social life with your values. Choose gatherings that feed your mind and spirit. As Tom says, life gets better when you surround yourself with people who want to grow wiser together. As we've explored together, being selective about social gatherings isn't about becoming isolated. It's about choosing quality over quantity in your golden years. From protecting your peace to honoring your physical comfort, every choice you make shapes your social experience. Remember what Margaret, Bob, Helen, David, Jane, and Tom discovered. When you align your social life with your true needs and values, life becomes more enjoyable. Their stories show us that setting boundaries and making conscious choices leads to more meaningful connections. Your golden years are precious. Choose gatherings that energize rather than drain you. As Dr. Cohen wisely says, it's not about being everywhere, it's about being where you truly matter and feel valued. Share your own experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom for your senior years.